Hello everyone, Timer over here, and I'm back. I'm back from a rather long 2-month break slash hiatus. Lots changed, lots happened, especially with our favorite on the channel, Rimworld. So I figured I'd relaunch with Rimworld. Now, the last game we started was the Lucifer's Brewpub series, which, if I believe so, never really truly finished, but was pretty much finished. We had gotten to a point in that last game where we didn't have any more Luciferium, and our people were starting to keel over our 3 starters. So, that being said, we can't go back to it really because we've updated since then to the Beta 19 build. Not yet on the 1.0 build, but I figured we'll try out some of the new changes in Beta 19 and see how that goes. Now, we are going to be playing, I've already loaded up what we're going to be playing as here. We've got Newman here. We'll take a look at his stats here in a minute. But we are going to be playing on the new scenario that came out with Beta 19, which is the just a bare bones, you're alone, naked, try to survive scenario. So I thought that was interesting. We're going to try that out. And insofar as I'm pretty much 2 months out of playing this game, and I'm still trying to reacclimate myself to some of the changes. I did a before I started recording this one, I did do a previous, just a brief starting playthrough, not really going very far, but just to fiddle around with some of the mechanics that might have changed, some of which I've already realized what's changed, and we'll talk about those here as we go through. But that being said, because the scenario itself is you're starting off bare-boned, naked, buck naked, with nothing, literally nothing, to help you along. We're going to go on Phoebe Chillax, and we're going to go from what used to be Extreme, now a Savage, which is what we typically played our games on. We're going to move down to Rough, just to give us a little breather room, since this is my first time playing since, well, 2 months ago. I'm still learning some of the new mechanics, so we're going to go ahead and go with that. That being said, I think all our settings are fine. We are playing on, wait for it, just a temperate forest map, which with a seed that is, I think it's just BIG, big. If you put that into your seed generator, you'll end up with the same map as I am. Don't hold me to that. I believe that's what it was when I created it. I should have taken a note, but it was very short. And I think it was big. So there we go. We are just playing on this nice little spot right here. And I wanted something with a little bit more resource, a little bit more forgiving for my first time playing as the naked alone scenario. So we're going to be playing on a temperate forest here with, what's our stuff here? So a long growing season, 50 out of the 60 days, which is pretty good. Not too bad temperature wise either. It's the only downside is it is flat, so we're gonna have very few mountains slash rocks which do have resources in them. So that's gonna be a pain, but we'll make do, because the biggest thing in my opinion, and at least in my test round here, is wood. We need some wood, because without wood we're not really gonna build a shelter or beds or anything like that. Everything else we can do down the road. We do have some components, components somewhere up here. There's some components there. We do have some big steel veins right here and there, and some other areas where we do have some resources, but nothing major, and we're not going to be building into the mountains very much in this game. So we'll see. It could go very badly, it could go very good. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, so just out of the blue, take a meander around the map. So we're not starting with any resources, so there's no need to go around clicking everything, and that's a good point. I usually do run with the allow tool and all that stuff, but I no longer have my mods running. Just because I wanted to do the bare bones experience for Beta 19. So we're running modless, which is going to suck because I had a lot of, quality of life stuff, but luckily, the allow tool is not necessary right now because we have nothing on the map to allow. So we're starting with Newman here. If we take a look at our starting character here, he is a male, age 29. Incapable of nothing, or incapable of none, so that's good. I wanted to make sure we had someone that could do everything because it's going to be a solo player. Traits, he's a fast learner and hard worker, so again, I kind of just went with some traits that were pretty good. I still randomly generated them, but, you know, it is what it is. I wanted someone that was decently skilled in everything and had some passion across the board. And I think I got that. We got some good planting. Not, I would have liked to have had someone that could do heal root right away, but that's fine. We'll see. We have some heal root around the map as well as some starting food and everything like that. Cooking wise, pretty crappy cook, but you know, it is what it is. We don't really have anything to cook right now. So we'll deal with that. Good construction ability. Melee is going to be important because our first weapon is pretty much going to be a stick. Not really a stick, but a club is what I'm going to go for. Shooting, if we ever do get a gun or potentially a bow, we'll go with that. But otherwise, pretty good starting areas, and we do have some good, decent social in case we ever do get someone that we need to recruit, which has changed since the last time I played. It's a lot harder to recruit now, I've found. Anywho, what are we going to do first off? So we've landed. We have no gear whatsoever. Our first priority is going to be a shelter, which we can do here. I mean, it happened just starting right next to a nice little pre-built area that we can actually turn into a pretty good shelter. What I usually do first, and I think I am going to do here, is get my growing started right off the bat. Just because food is going to be scarce right now because we have none. We have nothing to our name. So we're going to want to get that situated. I'm going to go ahead. We have one little patch of fertile soil next to our soon-to-be house. We can go ahead and set that up as a rice paddy. And that should grow pretty quickly. Rice in and of itself grows fast, and doubled by the fact that it's on fertile soil is going to be great. I think I'm going to be okay with just, I usually like doing this, so we will. We'll set our firefight, patient, doctoring like we usually do, bed rest to number 1, and then everything else can pretty much be as is, although I do want the growing to be top priority right now. How's our food situation? Food's alright. I think we can do that. We can let them sow for right now. I'm going to go ahead and start it up. We're going to chop some wood so we can finish our home and hopefully get indoors by the time we need to go to bed. Which, let's go ahead and set up our schedule like we always do. There we go. Alright, you are apparently not doing work because I guess I had drafted you, so that's good. Luckily, we do start now next to, or we started next to a good group of berries. Here in our game, which I think is going to be good because we're going to need those to start off with. I'm going to let him do his thing there. Lots and lots of berries around, although I kind of want to... Are any of these like really good growth changed? That's 82. I thought I saw one at in the 90s. 98. You know what? You can go ahead and do that one. Alright, 26, 26. You know what? We're just going to take it all. We're going to take it all. And I think I'm just going to undo anything that's in the 70s. We'll wait on. 80's good. 75. 83 is alright. 90. Okay. That's fine. Alright, we're going to get that growth going. Then I need you to do some chopping of the wood. Right here. That'll be fine. While you're doing that, let's go ahead and get a couple more rice patties down. These ones I'm just going to do in plots of 4x4. There and there. We're going to disallow sewing here, disallow sewing there. I am going to copy. Maybe. Where's my copy? I thought you could copy. I'm pretty sure you can. He might have to finish out the sewing before that happens. Pretty sure you can still copy it. It's just for some reason not working this time around. My test game, I could have sworn I was copying stuff still, but I do remember having the exact same thought, like, oh my gosh, they took away the copying. But no, I think it's because it's not fully sewed yet, so they need to get that set up. Maybe not. I might be lying to you. Huh. Alright then. Well, maybe not. Anywho, let's go ahead. I'm gonna set up our little house here. Perfect setup right now for this. We're gonna get these things, the crops put down first. If we have to spend a night outside, that's not gonna be, you know, too terrible of a situation, but I'm okay with letting him do the crop planting first. Why'd you do that, buddy? Growing should be number 1. Oh, right. I have these not being sowed. Right. Alright, this is going to be corn. Alright, so we got ourselves a little hut here, which is going to work out just fine. So one thing I noticed in my test game is you can no longer build roofs and have that like protect your stuff. If it's outdoors, it is deteriorating regardless if it's under roofed or not. And I can't remember when that came into play. I don't think it came into play while I was, 2 months ago when I last did or played. So I don't know, but it definitely came with this update, or at least I'm seeing it with this update. All right, you're gonna do that. Can you? Yeah, I want you to do. Oh shoot, no. Yeah, I want you to do harvesting stuff. Oh well, actually, yeah. Tell you what, get harvesting. We need some food. So you need to like harvest the food ASAP. So with that change, stockpile wise, we're going to need to bring everything indoors that is going to rot. All right, you're just going to eat the berries, which is fine. Oh, no. No. Berry pick. Berry pick, Newman. Haul these. Alright, we're going to stop you there and then have you haul the berries that way. Alright, so at least we have some food, and I don't like Mr. Grizzly Bear around here. That's not good. As far as weaponry, what I am going to do is try and see. So we do have some walls that we can deconstruct for blocks, and then use those blocks to develop a club, and that's going to be our starting weapon. Now I could just develop a club out of the wood, but I don't really want to do that because the wooden clubs aren't that great. So we don't have any resources for a bench, a production bench or a crafter's bench. So we're gonna have to use the old crafting spot right there. Great. Yeah, we want to allow sewing here. Derp. There we go. All right. So we need more and more food. Lots and lots of bushes all over the place, but they're not quite done yet. So we're gonna try to hold off. We have how much? Not really good. It's not good at all. Let's get you. You can be canceled. All right, we'll do that because yeah, it's gonna take us some time to get our rice paddies going. So that's gonna be okay. Deconstruct. Let's deconstruct this wall. Hopefully that gives us enough blocks. How many blocks do we need? We want to make a club. 40. So hopefully it gives us 40 blocks. Let's see. Come on. 19 should be all right. We'll have to wait and see. Ooh, you got hurt. Oof. So the biggest difficulty right now is going to be avoiding injury, because in my test game, what is troublesome, so to speak, is how much of this? You know what? I'm just gonna harvest all of this. What's troublesome is the fact that if you get an infection, we're pretty much dead. We have some heal root around the area, but not much, and I kind of kind of want to just do the... Okay, you can be harvested. Same with you. We'll let you grow. You are 90%. I think that's fine. You are 100% too. Alright, yeah. Harvest those. Haul these berries in. And you know what? I am going to set our work schedule here. I want to haul this first. Get everything indoors, and then you can go and deal with stuff. Oh, right. I wanted to get a bed up too. So let me queue that up. And then I'm going to shift click and have him work on that fairly quickly. Hopefully we get a good one. Normal. Nice. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, you're going to gather those up, bring those over here. You need materials. Seriously? We have a material. We have enough. Here we go. Craft a club so you can actually defend yourself. Yeah, our food's not great, but it's not going to be until, you know, we basically can get our crops in. We're going to be relying on berries, essentially, until that is done. Luckily, the berries do last a while, and they can be eaten raw. Now, if I wanted to, I could, and will eventually, build a fire, which should be okay. Dude, you're... Really? You have a bed right there, and you didn't actually use it. There we go. So now you should be, you know, just go to this wooden bed eventually. An awful bedroom. Alright, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Make sure those get hauled in. This is where I'm kind of missing the haul. Alright. I appreciate you cloud watching, but we have a lot to do, unfortunately. You need to actually get picking. Really important. And then get this. Please and thank you. I didn't actually catch if this is Ancient Danger. Pretty sure this is. Pretty sure. Usually the bigger areas are, although it's not a guarantee. More berries down here. You're going to go ahead and do that one. That one's pretty low. Harvest is fine. That. Alright, how many berries do we got? Pretty good on berries right now. What are our crops at? Rice paddies 42, 64. Again, these guys are above, or on good soil, so that's why they're going a little bit quicker. Alright, what's next? Well, we got our basic shelter pretty much stationed here. What I might do is expand our crops. Get like another group of crops going on here. Hey, we got some visitors. We have no money, so we're not really going to be able to do anything with that. You know what? I don't want them to be spaced like that. I kind of would like them to be like this. Wonder, can I just do something along this? And then shrink zone. There we go. And this should still... No, it didn't. So annoying. Alright. Go there. You're still rice. You're still rice. You need to be... You know what? Give me some more rice. That's going to be fine. Actually, I take that back. You're going to go back to being corn. You are going to be corn as well. And if we want any clothing down the road, we should probably put down a patch for, what's it called? Cotton. Let's get some cotton going on there. I don't suppose... Well, we have nothing to sell either. All right, you need to actually equip that after you're done. Please and thank you. All right, club's done. These things will need moved out of there, which can be done later on. And I think that is a good spot to stop our first video. So far, we're off to a good start. Got some food growing, have some food in the bank here. No big deal. One thing I think next episode we'll try to do is, aside from surviving our first raid, I guess, is to get some more wood and try to maybe even get some components and some steel to build up some power. I know it's pretty warm right now. And do you have a... slept on the ground? No. Darkness, unsightly. Yeah, well, you're not complaining about any heat issues. So I guess that's okay. Alright, well, next time we're going to be doing that. He has to do these first, so we'll deal with that next time. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. It's good to be back, and I hope you'll enjoy this series. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comments section below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.